This is Dom Palombi, and I soon might regret letting him into my practice room. But it's too late to back out now, because Dom came here with a single purpose, to call me out in my house. But I'm not gonna let that happen without a fight. Let's back up. I'm Nate, and for the past decade, I've been the proprietor of a humble YouTube channel where we talk about a little thing called... And when I started the channel, I was not super great. And recently, I feel like I've been sounding better. And throughout the years, I've been fearless to jump in and scrap with any drummer. Some might say foolhardy. Some might say. And as the channel has grown, my mission has become more clear. Show regular guys it's possible with hard, smart work and a little facing your fears to sound like one of the cats. So there's a lot riding on this drum challenge.
I was out in Memphis hanging out with Zach Grooves. We did a few things together online.
Will I escape with my reputation intact and strike a blow for the regular drummer army? Or will I be dispatched with and left by the side of the road like the victim of And if I know anything about Dom, it's that he's coming in red hot and ready to do drum battle to the death. And he's from New Jersey.
You've been interviewing some heroes on your podcast, man.
You see that? Trying to distract me with all his nice guy talk. Well, it won't work. Have to stay focused, have to keep my head in the game. Today on 80/20, New Jersey / video game music / Twitch drummer challenges me to a drum throwdown in my house. Who will be victorious? Stay tuned. And guys, quick message to say we're about to show you a lot of drum footage of Dom and me battling. And if you think either of us sounds any good, and you'd like a free course on some of the things I practice to get ready for game day, it's not just chops. There are actually 3 core skills good drummers have, which will help you level up your drumming. Playing clean, playing in time, and improvising. And I've got a free 3-video mini course I don't share on YouTube. It's almost 45 minutes of instruction with transcriptions, and it's yours if you click the link below the player and tell me where to send it. Now, back to the challenge. You might be wondering how I met Dom. We'll get there. But how we met was this. I happened to catch a video he did with Zach.
Intro, 4 bars, 8 bars of groove.
Then I messaged him about Twitch. Big mistake. Because now he was on his way over from Jersey with a promise to make me pay. You see, trying to throw me off my game pretending to be nice. Anyway, the gauntlet was thrown down last month when he messaged me saying, "I've heard New York drummers ain't shit, and I'm coming over there to prove it. Hey, pay no attention to that screenshot. Who are you gonna believe, me or your lying eyes?" Okay, so maybe he didn't say that exactly, but he sure implied it. So I got back to him. Where and when? Make sure you bring a body bag. Hey, stop reading the screen. Soon, that day had arrived. Okay, so we're all set up. We're just waiting for Dom. He says he's hitting New York traffic. I guess maybe, bro, but I think maybe he's scared. We'll see if he shows. The psyops had begun already. This was clearly a power play to demonstrate he could make me wait. He's probably also hoping that if we have a time crunch, I won't have time to play, and then he'll win by forfeit. But I wasn't having it. Taking to the kit, I recorded a first salvo for the honor of the 80/20 channel. We'll hear more of that later when we get into the proper battle. First though, I want to address a critique you might be leveling. Why not just set up 2 drum kits and shed at the same time? Like this. Or this. Well, the answer is this. We're severely space limited here at 80/20 HQ. But I also think giving each drummer 10 minutes to really express himself lets you see more of a player than just trading 8s over a beat. Anyway, this was all about to become academic because Dom had arrived. He's putting his heathen symbols up.
Excuse me, they're glorious.
Before he starts talking and throws me off my game too much by playing nice, let's talk about the format for today's drum battle. Dom and I will each play an unaccompanied solo on my roommate's house kit. We can set up the kit any way we like. I with my gorgeous Mino cymbals, he with another brand, and the floor is ours. That will give him time to really stretch out and express himself. so I can do him in with some patented 80-20 hot licks. As I said, I recorded my bit earlier, so Dom wouldn't have to wait for me, especially since he got caught in traffic and I wanted to give him the most time. But I also know something Dom doesn't know. There's a secret round 2, and stay tuned for that because you won't believe. With that out of the way, let's meet our challenger. I mean, did he think this nice guy, I'm just here to hang thing was gonna throw me off? But it was soon time to start, and I quickly learned Dom was bringing the big guns. Let's check a bit of his playing in round 1. That was good. I knew I was going to have to get out the hammers to beat that. But first, was that jazz Dom was playing? I wanted to hear more about his background.
Between Victor and Robbie, I felt like I got a lot of ride cymbal, swing stuff, and compositional approach from Victor. And then Robbie was like, here's all your funk, fusion, Afro-Cuban, Caribbean stuff. So it was a really cool blend between the two.
And not just jazz, but video game music. He's super into video game music.
So that was my first video game project. And I had Charlie and Adam both play bass on a Waluigi pinball tune. Or it was a Mario Kart tune, but it was an arrangement of Waluigi pinball from Mario Kart 8.
No! I won't get distracted. It was time for me to shoot my shot. Which of course I recorded earlier, but just work with me here, okay? Finally, the dust had settled for round 1. We both limped back to our trenches to take account of the casualties and rally the troops. I hoped I'd broken his spirit a little.
Do you know the album SMV? There's Stanley Clark, Victor Wooten, and Marcus Miller.
But no. So now there was only one thing to do. Dom gave us a run for our money on the house kit here, but what he doesn't know is I'm taking him downstairs to Dom's kit.
Oh, snap.
So it's gonna be Adaptation City, you guys. Round 2, Don's kit.
Oh.
A magnificent found object with 3 bass drums, a gong drum, a secondary snare, and a whole mess of toms.
We can't not come down here knowing this is in the building, right?
The challenge? Play the kid as we find it. On the way down, I found out more about Dom's raison d'etre.
There's no real rules of what you can or can't do when you're playing. I just literally show up, set up a kit, and next to a keyboard, and sometimes I do like Josh Dion kind of stuff where I'll play keys with my right hand and then lay down a groove with like 3 other limbs. Yeah. Streaming on Twitch is one of those things where I see it as like...
But he wasn't going to talk his way out of any of this. Soon, it was time to deliver. Dom took the first round. Damn it! He's got double kick chops? That's gonna be tough to come back from. It looks like he's practiced going around the tom-toms. Like, bidoop, 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 look at me, I can go around the tom-toms. Won't save him. I bided my time, waited for Dom to run out of steam. Then, when the moment was right, I struck. Wait, no, not that. That's for another video. I mean this. I seated myself at Don's kit. By the way, Don... Not to be confused with Dom. Dom is here playing Don's kit, but they're 2 different humans. Anyway, I alighted the throne and made a little self-effacing joke to get Dom to lower his guard.
I dabble with the double kick every once in a while, but I'm no good at it.
Then it was time to attack. I got in there with a double-time electronica beat. Soon I was catching some sextuplets. A lot of sextuplets. Remember kids, drums are a competition, so it's all about those sextuplets. Finally, when he least suspected it, secondary snare. Can you handle this? Slowing it down. Yeah, let it breathe. Finally, I brought it back into the harbor, confident I'd conquered art. I won art. But not to be deterred, Dom wanted to go again.
I want another go.
Curses! Now he has the last word. But I had to keep my composure. I couldn't let him know I was nervous. Poker face. Dom quietly situated himself behind the drums again and crushed. Oh, it's so good it hurts. Dom, the drummer from Jersey, had won the game of authentic artistic expression on this day. He'd inhabited a deeply personal artistic space, got into flow state, found his muse, and Genghis Khan this whole drum challenge. Just WrestleMania'd it. On the way out, I tried to keep my game face.
You said Twitch isn't your main income stream now, so what is?
It's a multitude of things. I mean, stream is still one of my main things that I keep up.
Yeah.
I feel like most creators or most musicians, or however we classify ourselves, because if you want to make a living in music, you have to kind of do multiple things.
But inside, I was a beaten man. Then just as quickly as it had begun, it was over. I was alone again with my drums. I spent a few hours deep breathing and waiting for my heart rate to return to normal. Then I made a life decision: to never play the drums in public again. My logic was, if I couldn't make myself good enough to compete, I'd just change the game by narrowing the game to include only me. As the color returned to my face, I smiled at my newfound status: the best drummer within a radius of a few dozen feet. Art is a competition, so the best way to avoid a scrap is to avoid getting into one. All I had to do to defend my title was just make sure no good drummers ever came into my studio again. It was all going according to plan. I'd sit on my throne as... What? Oh! In all seriousness, hope you guys enjoyed that. Be sure to give Dom a follow on his socials. And if you think either of us sounds any good, and you'd like a free course on some of the things I practice to get ready for game day, it's not just chops. There are actually 3 core skills good drummers have, which will help you level up your drumming: playing clean, playing in time, and improvising. And I've got a free 3-video mini course I don't share on YouTube. It's almost 45 minutes of instruction with transcriptions, and it's yours if you click the link below the player and tell me where to send it. Dudes, it's been real. Always enjoy these. See you again real soon in another Lesson of the Week.